Hello and welcome to another video. I wanted to do a different type of video today. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I made mention of a book that I was publishing, and I wanted to finally show off that book. So I've waited until all of the various editions were available. I was just waiting on confirmation for the paperback, but basically what this is a, as it says, collection of short stories. Title is Juvenilia, because these were all written when I was a teenager in school, and I found these stories in the back of a cupboard in a box file about a year ago. All the manuscripts and typescripts, and I'd completely forgotten about them, but I found them in this box. I made some scans, sent them to a few people, but I wanted something a little bit more permanent, so I eventually decided, I looked into publishing on Amazon, and I thought, why not? I would like my own book. So I set about typing up all of the stories, and this book is the result. It's been on Kindle for a little while, but now it's also available in paperback, as you can see. So we're going to take a little look. So I've already shown you that cover. The cover is quite dark. I should have hiked the brightness up a little bit if I knew the printing would make it so dark. But it is actually based on a painting called The Ghost of a Flea by William Blake. But I've gone in, added a bunch of filters, and changed it up quite a bit. Just to kind of give it a different feel, stuff like that. And on the back there is an authentic teenage picture of me, complete with my long hair. Now that picture actually dates from a little bit after when these stories were written, but only by a couple of years. So you can see on the back it gives a list of the stories in this book. So what I wanted to do, I didn't just want the stories in text. I also wanted the actual scans of the typescripts and manuscripts in there as well. So after typing everything up, what I decided to do, I made new scans of those documents, and I put them into the back of this book. Now, Kindle doesn't allow a lot of pictures. You can have some pictures, but if you have quite a lot of pictures, then it won't work on a lot of devices. So there are two versions of the book on Kindle. You have the print replica version, which is similar to this book. It's not exact, but it's similar to this book, which has all of the pictures in. That costs £1.49 on Kindle, or it's also on Kindle Unlimited if you have that. But it will only work on tablets or PC, phone, Kindle reading devices, stuff like that. It won't run on most regular Kindle devices, but there is also a text-only version available on the Kindle store, also on Kindle Unlimited, but you can buy it for 99p, and that is, as the title suggests, just the text. And there is a note in the introduction that says any images referenced in this introduction are not included in this edition. Otherwise the text is exactly the same. And then obviously you have paperback edition. Now this is $7.99. I wanted to go cheaper, but there is a minimum price that Amazon will set because it's kind of like a print on demand kind of thing. So you have to factor in the printing costs and stuff like that. So unfortunately it is a little bit more expensive than I would like, but again, the Kindle versions are available for free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So if you don't want to pay $7.99 for this, then that's fair enough. You have other options if you want to read it, because this book is it's about 70 pages long, including the pictures in the back. So we're gonna have like a quick flick through this. So this is print on demand by Amazon, and all of the stories are up in here. Typed to have an introduction as well, complete with a picture of my teenage writing desk there, with my typewriter, a shrine to Sandra Bullock, which I had as a teenager, and various other things. And then you have like all the stories, and all of the stories actually have an introduction as well, and they're also all annotated. So basically, whenever there's kind of like corrections and stuff on the original TypeScript, I've kind of like noted those, and wherever there's things written on the TypeScript, I've noted those as well in annotations, and the annotations will be at the back. I'll show this particular one because there is quite a lot of annotations for this particular story. If I can get it to turn the page, let me actually get to it there. Which one is it? So you've got annotations there at the back, which tell you like all of the stuff that's on manuscripts and typescripts, and then behind all of that you actually have a section of manuscripts and typescripts. So these are the scans of the stories themselves. And like I said, some of them have a lot of writings and corrections on them, which, like I said, are actually annotated in the text. So if that kind of thing interests you, even if you get a text-only version, you can still see all the corrections and stuff like that. Yeah, and that is my book, basically. Juvenilia, a collection of short horror stories. It took me a little while to get this together, and I really like how it came out. Like I said, I wanted something professional to keep my stories in. I mean, I'm still keeping those typescripts and manuscripts, but I wanted an actual proper book as well, which I now have. So yeah, it would be great if you're able to check it out on Kindle, rate it. I can understand on the paperback version that it might be quite expensive for like such a small book, which is I would have liked to have put it cheaper, but Amazon do have like a minimum price which wasn't far off $7.99, so I just kind of rounded it up to have kind of like a nice like price rather than $7.14 something or whatever it was that I had to set as my minimum price. So yeah, there are options there available for you if you want to check it out. Bear in mind these were written as when I was a teenager, so some of them are good, some of them are not so good. but you know, they're kind of like a snapshot in history and something that I wanted out there. And it has actually kind of inspired me a little bit to start writing a little bit again. There may be something coming soon. I've got a couple things kind of like in the works that I've started working on. So there may be new stuff coming soon. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to kind of like promote that book, and like I said, there are options there. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can take a look at it for free. Just be sure to check which version you're buying, if you are buying it, because the text only version, you're going to want that for most Kindle devices, and the print replica version for tablets, stuff like that. So yeah, that was Juvenilia, a collection of short horror stories. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.